You know, there's a movement out there to rewrite the Siddur. Because we're always addressing Hashem in the masculine. Baruch atah, you did your ulpan. It's all masculine. You know, in this week's Parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu did that. He addresses Hashem in the feminine. Im kocho at oseli. At. So Rashi notes something's out of place here. That is not scriptural usage. When you talk to Hashem, it's a masculine. What happened? Says Rashi something puzzling. Toshash kocho kinekeva. You got to get the context. The parsha begins with the Jews in the desert triumphantly marching to the promised land. Their whole existence was miraculous. Eating man. Now they come complaining. Oh, they missed the vegetables. The man wasn't good enough. This miraculous food. All you got to do is think, and that's what it tastes like. No, we want real vegetables. That's their problem. They need real vegetables. And the man isn't good enough. They want meat, fowl. And Moshe Rabbeinu knows that Klal Yisrael is going to get it. He knows that the people are not going to get away with this one. Hashem performs all of these miracles just for them. He knows that all of this complaining is not going to go unanswered by Hashem. Says Rashi, Toshash kocho kanekeva. He felt weak. He lost his masculinity. So he says, Im kocha at oseli, which is puzzling. Got it a bit wrong. At doesn't mean me, it means you. He's saying Hashem seems to have lost his masculinity. Says the Maharal in Gur Aryeh. He says, because Moshe lost his strength, he wasn't capable of seeing a whole aspect of Hashem. What's known as the Aspaklaria Hami'ira. That crystal clear image of Hashem he couldn't get. That crystal clear one is where you see all the miracles. You see all the potentials. You see Hashem's endless love and ability. So what's the Maharal saying? Let's get this straight. What is he saying? What he's saying is that when Moshe felt weak, his image of Hashem also weakened. When he lost that feeling of masculinity himself, the way he viewed the Creator now switched to the feminine. Got this? How do people view the Creator? How do people view the Creator? What do you think of Hashem? We're talking about Moshe Rabbeinu here. Let's apply this. Any Jew is aware of the fact that God is involved in his life. What does he think of him as? It begins with what you feel yourself. How do you view yourself? It's reflective. Your ability to see the greatness of the Creator is limited by your ability to really see the greatness in yourself. So when we're happy and we're strong, our view of the Creator is wow. And we're down and angry and resentful. Well, what do you think of Hashem as? That's where people see weakness, toughness, even make claims of cruelty. They did that in the Chumash too. So what does that mean? It means that if you want to have an accurate appreciation of who Hashem is, you've got to first appreciate whom you are. It's got to begin with seeing the greatness in yourself. Truth of the matter is that the two are inseparable. Because we draw, be it our existence, our strength, our talents, our power, from Hashem. When you're down on yourself, you're down on Him. It's all one. And then there's another element. That other element is the way you perceive every other Jew. When we don't believe in ourselves, our perception of Hashem is limited. How about our perception of our fellow Jews? Moshe Rabbeinu is complaining to Hashem here. He says, they're asking for meat. Forget it. Forget it. You'll never be able to satisfy them. He's talking to Hashem. You'll never be able to satisfy them. If you give them all the meat that exists on this planet, they won't be happy. They'll find something else to complain about. By the way, so what's Hashem's answer? Okay, you'll have to share the leadership. Got the 70s Cain and the elders will have to join you. You can't lead alone anymore. There's something you're not seeing here. You're giving up on the Jews. Moshe Rabbeinu's feeling weak gave him a weaker perception of Hashem and a weaker perception of the Jewish people. Yeah, he saw their stubbornness. He was the victim of so much of their complaining. We understand his despair. That's Moshe Rabbeinu. Got to be careful how we talk. But if the Torah presents it on a level of what we call pshat, we're supposed to appreciate it on that level too. And by the way, it works both ways. When you don't believe in people, they live down to your expectations. Any of you who have families here, you want to get your kids to listen to you? If you walk in with the attitude that they're going to disobey, you can be sure they will. If you got the confidence that they'll cooperate, they sense it, and they do. Why? In the school system, you don't see that? A teacher walks in with confidence and has a total command of the class. How come? Maybe in the olden days there was a corporal punishment. That's out of style. It's the way the person carries himself. Someone walks in with confidence, they know they're going to listen. He's got the self-confidence and has the confidence in them. It's not difficult to despair. We don't really know who's Jewish to begin with. Many of those who are ain't telling us. I would rather we not know. That whole mass out there of our own brothers and sisters see no reason to identify Jewish, and on the contrary, see it as a liability. Identify Jewish, you got to justify. You got to justify all the war crimes that go in Israel. This is where people are at. There was a time, a couple of decades, that so many Jews were coming back. So many Jews were becoming proud Jews again, identifying with their heritage, with an excitement and enthusiasm. That's not what's going on today. People trickle in. People trickle in and are too busy to stay. So there are many explanations for it, many reasons. I think the very first thing that has to be reestablished is that we got to believe in them. We got to believe in them. We got to believe that every Jew has greatness in him, that every Jew, deep down, is proud to be part of the Jewish nation, that every Jew deep down has a yearning for closeness with his Creator, that every Jew deep down, regardless of what he's involved in, wants meaning. Not so long ago, I remember the guys used to come in and fight. They were staunch atheists. The rabbis used to rejoice because we knew these are the guys that are going to be the most aggressive outreach people there are. These are idealists and truth seekers, and since we know what the truth is, they're going to find it. There was a confidence. You got to believe in people. You got to believe in Jews. And it begins by believing in yourself. It begins by tapping into the greatness, and every Jew's got it. You got to tap into your greatness. Yeah, there are lots of distractions out there. Yeah, there are concerns for your financial well-being and financial security, and who knows? Who knows what you may need when you get old? And there's a desire for fitting in and making your mark on the people you respect, or at least hang out with. But you also know that there's a real desire for what's right, and that you've got the strength to overcome all the other temptations and choose what you really want. Choose meaning. And dedicate your life to helping others choose meaning. You got to believe in yourself. And you know what the fringe benefit is? You believe in yourself, you believe in Jews, then you really get to see how great God is. Then you can have a real appreciation for Hashem is. Then you tap in to that endless warmth and endless power and endless wisdom. Begins with believing in yourself and believing in Jews. And then Hashem. Then you know what he's about. Don't sell yourself short. You got to know how great you are. Every Jew is great. There are no exceptions. Everyone's got a neshama, a piece of Hashem, whatever that's supposed to mean. Every one of us has it. A special one, a unique one. Everyone's got their greatness, and you got to find it. First in yourself, and then you can find it in others. So it's a funny thing. The first commandment is belief in Hashem. There's a prerequisite. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in Jews. Then you know what you can believe in when it comes to Hashem.